Man buys house before marrying a woman. Man marries woman. Woman moves into man's house with extramarital child. Woman files for divorce. Court grants woman full possession of the house. Court tells man to remove personal belongings from house. I don't understand America. The woman says she's not doing again. It is the man they're sending out of his own house. What exactly is the ROI of marriage for men? After toiling in my 30s and 40s into stability, a woman can, based on feelings, reap my decades of sweat? This doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. In the Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia, civil action, Portia, the wife, and Simon, the husband, appeared with their counsel of record. Wife shall have immediate and sole exclusive control of possession of home located in Atlanta, Georgia. Husband shall request same in writing through counsel in less than 24 hours and shall be permitted to retrieve personal property at a time and date agreeable to the other party. Husband shall be solely responsible for the timely payment of the mortgage, the taxes, and the home insurance and utilities and landscaping and community homeowners association dues and assessment. And people wonder why, like, men don't really want to get married, or they make them sign prenups and shit. That's actually disgusting. That's foul. And they have to pay for everything. Not only that, she doesn't just get the house, she has to pay for everything. Dude needs to sue the judge? I don't know. I wish I could have, like, I don't know, like, legal mindset on call and be like, bitch, is this real? Like, is this fake? Again, I have to take this with a grain of salt. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a person reading shit on the internet. It can't be real. I don't know. I don't know. They also warned him to not stop. Wait, they also warned him to not stop paying the house's mortgage or any expenses related to the house. I don't understand this. In similar manner, can his two previous wives also lay a claim? What? He used to keep financing the house, paying related bills, but he should stay off so she can also go and marry someone else. Rinse and repeat. So I could marry someone like 4 times and then I could just have a bunch of houses that someone else pays for? Man, I hope karma bites him in the ass. This is so cringe. Yeah. You can be the landlord? Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy? What's funny is that each state in America has its own set of laws, regulations, and procedures governing divorce. What is obtainable in Georgia won't be in Florida. Many don't pay attention to these very little detail. Based on your experience, what state has its nastiest with these rules? From what I've observed, divorce outcomes often depend on individual circumstances, but blue run states generally tend to be harsher on men. I've heard this too from like custody court hearing cases. Yeah, getting kids in like quote unquote blue run states, and if you get a blue judge, they will almost always side with the mom. Even if she's like a piece of shit. As men get older, the challenges to find a partner become harder. Like, think about it. When you're young, you don't have shit to take yet. Most girls don't have baggage, kids from other marriages, etc. Yeah, the other thing that really blows my mind is that the chick is marrying and then they have a kid that's not from theirs. He takes her. I just don't know. Like, it's just... the morality is out the window. Some states allow fault and no fault divorces, while others enforce a 50-50 division of assets. For example, Massachusetts is known for its high alimony awards, and Pennsylvania has a reputation for favoring women in custody disputes. Each state's approach represents its own challenges, particularly for men, but trust me, the chances of a blue state favoring you as a man, I mean, a wealthy man is slim, except you have a solid case and a coconut head lawyer. I don't know what that means, coconut head. California, New York, Massachusetts, and Texas top the list. Often men might even require to be pay alimony for life. Jesus, dude. What? Alimony for life? Your entire life. You know, actually, I had a neighbor who divorced twice. No, once? No, it was once. And he had kids, 4 kids from the marriage. And he basically pays like a good portion of his paycheck to that ex-wife of his. He'd always bitch about her to me. He's like an old Gen Xer. He said he makes around about like 6 to 8 grand a month, and he has like a good job because he's like older and he's like established in his career. He said he made 8 grand a month, but he only basically gets like 2.5 grand for himself because he's paying a bunch of shit to like the kids and the wife. Which is fine, like you're paying for the kids, but it's like he's also paying for the old house that the ex-wife got, that he built. He has to live in an apartment, which we live like next to each other, we're like in the same like block. It's just crazy when you realize that historically this made a bit of sense because women were traditionally homemakers or stay-at-home moms, so if they got divorced they had no way to support themselves. But in 2024 that's not the case. They can still take half your shit. That's actually a good point. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to be a career woman and I don't want to stay at home because it's like it has like a bad connotation nowadays to be like a, you know, a homemaker or a stay-at-home like waifu. People look down on you now if you say that kind of shit. Oh, I'm married, but I stay at home. And they're like, oh, you lazy piece of shit. And you're like, buh. Buh, what do you mean? I take care of the kids and like make it clean and I cook and do stuff. That's not nothing. At $2,500 also before tax. I don't remember. It was a while ago when I talked to him, but yeah, a good portion of it was for bills. Florida just passed a law that prevents the alimony for life thing. Florida law passes no more alimony for life. Permanent alimony will no longer be awarded in divorces filed on or after July 1st, 2023. Damn, chat. You know about that shit? You smart. I just don't understand why a man would sign a legal contract that she says she can go and bang the neighbor then take your house and kids. This shit's wild. That's not how it works, but you can think that. It's more of a breakdown of morals and like historical shifts in the power that men and women carry. The pendulum has swung like way farther than anybody expected. It's why some laws just don't make any fucking sense now. Women used to not be able to vote or like own land, and now it's basically swung the other way because there was laws that were in place. Because divorce rates also, keep in mind, divorce rates used to be extremely low. Now they're extremely high. So like, it happens more often because divorces happen more often. So you notice it more. That's 100% how it works. But you're not signing anything is what I'm saying. A man doesn't consciously sign a marriage certificate and is like, okay, no, you're misunderstanding. I understand that's how it works. I'm saying that when you sign a fucking marriage certificate, you're not writing in the contract, yeah, if I get divorced, you can take all my shit. That's just something like that sometimes people get blindsided by. Gotta read the terms of service. Nobody fucking has terms of service in the marriage. It is a mutual understanding. It's a mutual understanding. It used to be about love and like understanding one another and like doing this kind of thing and knowing that you wouldn't fuck each other over even if something bad happens. Prenups aren't 100% safe either. I know, but it's a preventative measure. Gotta read the marriage patch notes. Again, it's just sad. Don't forget about XQC. Don't even need to get married to her to try and take everything. Exactly. She tried to like make a case that it was like a special Texas law that they were married, and the court threw it out, and she kept trying to sue him and went broke. What a dumb bitch, man. Marriage's legal contract should be acceptable to lay out all the rules and conditions for future splits as part of the contract, preferring for failures not expecting it. I know, but they don't do that. It's like when you get a credit card. People just fucking sign this shit just because they want a credit card. They don't realize what they're signing up to. Oh, you didn't pay for it? We're gonna take your credit card away and ruin your credit score. And then people are like, what? I didn't sign up for that. It's like, well, it's in writing. You should have understood it. It's abusing the ignorance of like the average or like the common man, you know? That's a skill issue? No, it's not. A lot of the time it's not a skill issue. They should teach that shit in school. But they don't, because they want to fuck you over. It's abusing the ignorance that people have. That's what credit card companies do. They fuck over thousands of people who are ignorant and don't know. And then it's too late, and then they get fucked for life. Promises on the course place to force any couple to stay in marriage. Women should be able to get out of marriage just because of a feeling, or else they have massive government overreach forcing people to stay in marriages they hate. What they need to change is the division of assets after the divorce. Yeah, but they're not going to, or it's gonna be too late. I don't know. I wish everyone was kind of like as sane as me. I feel like I don't know, my parents were like a good example. They told me like stuff that there were a lot of hardships in their marriage where they thought about divorce, but they ended up not doing it because they love their kids, and like that's like ultimately what makes them happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, marriages have ups and downs, and it's fine to have that. But people like instantly divorce because they feel like neglected or some shit. And I think that's okay. I think that it's okay to have a bump in the marriage, or like have a bad time, something happens, maybe your loved one gets sick, you feel neglected, or you go through some trauma, like that's perfectly fine. But to instantly, as soon as something bad happens, and to drop them at a dime is just, it's disgusting in my opinion. At least try! At least try! Is there more? The whole idea is to intentionally destroy the very fabric of marriage and the nuclear family by making marriage unappealing. I don't know if, like, I think it's like a conspiracy theory to say that it's destruction of the nuclear family. I think it's more so that old laws back in like the 1970s to protect women that would want to get divorces from abusive marriages and stuff. It's just that it's not updated yet to like, it's not updated to like the current year. I know, cringe, current year, but like it kind of feels like this. They definitely broke up African American families on purpose. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that shit. You're gonna get me on my soapbox of fucking quote unquote conspiracy theories by the government. Prenuptial to the rescue. This is what society in a lot of the West has become. If you've been established before marriage, you may have to sign prenups to protect yourself from scavenging lot the people both gender these days. Again, someone said in chat that prenups don't always rescue you. You would think it's a joke when men's in their 30s and 40s in the States tell you that they're never gonna get married. I know 3 of my colleagues who told me directly that they're never gonna get married. There are others I've heard about. There's another one who moved his family to his home country in the Middle East, sold his house and transferred his business to her brother because he didn't want to lose any of his wealth to his wife in case of divorce. Prior to the move, they were contemplating divorce. Since they moved, everybody donde behave. I'm not sure what that means. But that's fucked up. That is so fucked. He moved the business to his brother so she can't get anything. Prenup is a 50% success rate at this point. Is it really that bad? I don't know. I'd have to talk to a divorce lawyer to get like feedback on that shit. cool. Having the power to like call someone and be like, bitch, tell me. Bitch, tell me. I want the deets. It can get pretty bad. I know that prenup saves you from like a lot of shit. You can't just have to pay them. I know, but like on call, be like, bitch, call me. Like on Discord, like on-demand lawyer information. Is there a football player somewhere in Latin America that moved his asses to his mom when his gold digger wife tried to fleece him? She ended up getting nothing. That would be a real story, because a lot of celebrity footballers and like, you know, boxers and just celebrities in general, when they get really, really rich, because they get paid like millions of dollars a year, right? That would make sense to like prevent that from happening. Tries to fleece him. It is, I know about the story too. I mean, I believe it, I totally do. Because it's an insane amount of money they get over there, especially if you're really popular.